This is going to be a good one. What is going on, everybody? Jake the Bills fan here. And, it's bye week. So, what am I really going to talk about? I can't really do a matchup video. I'm pretty sure we'll win the bye week. Maybe we'll end up losing somehow if our guys don't get healthy like we thought they will. But I'm not even going to go into that. I'll have a video later that talks about what things could possibly go right for us in the future after this bye week. But this one is a video I recently, if you guys watched the AFC roundtable that they do every week, I was in there last night just like defending the Bills because we knew the Dolphins fans were going to be in there just making fun of the Hail Murray. And, when I was in there, I found out that a lot of people do not remember what the first encounter between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins was like this season. Stats being forgotten because it doesn't fit their narrative, or just because they're delusional and think that the Bills are a trash team just because we got Hail Married of losing a game to a team that they beat, only by that team missing a field goal at the end to force overtime in which they would have drove right down and probably scored on you. Sorry to let you know about that. But really, I'm going to break down what's wrong with the Dolphins. I'm going to break down what really, what the consensus around Tua really is right now, why everybody's so defensive about Tua. And then we're going to go into some of the things and misconceptions about that first matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. So first, we're going to talk about what is winning the Miami Dolphins games. Well, it's special teams and it's defense. It's something ripped right out of the pages of the New England Patriots playbook, right? Brian Flores, when he worked up there, worked in special teams, worked in the defense, and he knows what works. So it does not surprise me that with his hand in things, that the defense and the special teams are really, really good. But here is the downfall for that team. You're not going to get a turnover every game that results in you having amazing field position. You're not going to get multiple of those every game to coddle your quarterback. I'm sorry about that, but it's just not going to happen. It's not sustainable. Yes, it's happened 5 games in a row now. Yes, that can happen. But you know what you guys remind me of? You remind me of the Buffalo Bills last season. That's what we were doing to win games. And you know what happened? We got a first round exit. Like, you have to assume that it's not going to continue every single game. So when you're playing these teams that have quarterbacks that are turnover heavy, if your defense can get it, I'm not knocking them for that. It's impressive as hell what they're doing on defense. Just like it was impressive as hell last year when the Bills were doing it on defense. But what is the problem? Well, if you go and look at drive reports for most of the Miami Dolphins games under Tua, they punt a lot. They're high possession games because the defense is able to make teams punt, but the offense, when you get it to a third down, they're more than likely punting the ball. Here's why. I'm going to go from Tua's first game to the Chargers game that just happened this week. In the Rams game, 3 for 12 in third down conversions. Yep, that's a Chan Gailey style offense right there, especially being really conservative with Tua because they don't know exactly what to do. So they're like, roll to the left. That's what you'll do. Roll to the left and make a play. That's not going to work all the time. I'm sorry. We're going to go to the Cardinals. 4 for 8. That's respectable. That's 50%. That's actually pretty darn good. Chargers, 5 for 14. Like, why can't the Dolphins get it done on third down? Because their play calling is too conservative. They have a conservative play caller, and they're just not able to get it done. Now, I have a comparison here. I said Tua is like that toy that you have 3 to choose from, and after you choose it, you don't feel so good about it. Because then you see your brother with one of them, and it's got faster movement and a stronger arm, like Justin Herbert. Then the other one that your brother took looks cooler. Then you look down at yours, and it only moves to the left, and the leg is a little loose at the joint. That's what Tua is right now. That is why everybody is defending him so hard and wanting him to pan out. Because out of the 3 quarterbacks that were highly touted in this draft, Herbert and Burrow, while they're not winning per se, they are showing out and showing that they are the future. So now that Tua is in there, no matter what he does, you have the media gargling his balls because the Miami Dolphins are the new darlings of the NFL. Well, I'm sorry, just because you're a big market doesn't mean that you have the right to come out here and say that you're a better team than a team in the last 3 years has had a better track record than you. So, now that we've got that out of the way, let's go into the Bills and Dolphins first matchup. Things that I was really hearing in this first game was one, oh, well, you guys didn't play Tua. Yeah, we played Ryan Fitzpatrick, who to this point has actually been better than Tua was, or Tua is right now. And another thing that I was hearing was our defense. Our defense was so hurt. Your defense was so hurt? Byron Jones goes out at the beginning of the game. That I'll give you. But you had a Landon Roberts. He was the only person on your injury report that was out that game. You want to know who was out for the Buffalo Bills? And you're going to know these names. Matt Milano and Tremaine Edmonds. Yeah, we had a Pro Bowl linebacker out that game. And we also had a bona fide Pro Bowl linebacker that was out. He didn't make it, but he's damn good. That left the middle of our field wide open for you guys to just check it down to Mike Gesicki in the middle or check it down to the left. Literally, look at the drive reports. They are all short passes under 10 yards in the middle to where the coverage was absolute ass. So let's keep going. Every big play was up the middle with both linebackers out. That is not a question. Like, go back and watch the game. You'll see there were no giant explosive plays except for Mike Gesicki up the middle. And then the Dolphins only made it look so close because they got a garbage time touchdown, dude. Here's some stats for you. Josh Allen was 24 for 35, 415 yards, 4 touchdowns. Okay, so everyone's like, well, Byron Jones was out. Byron Jones was out. That's why you guys won. Well, Byron Jones did go out, and Stephon Diggs did get put on a rookie. But here's the thing. Even with Stephon Diggs, 150 yards gone and a touchdown, how do you explain John Brown, 82 yards, 1 touchdown? Byron Jones wouldn't have been covering John Brown, would he? Or Cole Beasley for 70 yards, just tearing you up in the middle. I know Landon Roberts was out, but just think about all the receivers that you just let run all over you. There's a ton of other receivers here that I just didn't put down their stats like Gabe Davis or anybody like that. Isaiah McKenzie had some plays in there. But the thing about the Dolphins is that you rely too heavy on the turnovers. That is something that you cannot refute. That is something that has given your offense what it needs. Tua doesn't have to do much because your defense gift wraps them the field position that they need to just go down and score. Oh, guess what? In the NFL, if I got gifted the ball at the 1 yard line, I could probably score a touchdown. Okay? Legitimately, there's so many people that, again, are just gargling, deep-throating the Miami Dolphins. And Dolphins fans are loving it and getting their hopes up and all this stuff like, oh my God, we're going to win the division. Stop. You got to do it like the Buffalo Bills have been doing it. Yes, there are Bills fans out there that are in the minority of people that go out there and say that the Bills are the best team. But then you've got like the more conservative people that sit here and we take it a game at a time. That's what our coach tells us. We take it a game at a time. And I'm sure that there's a large part of the Miami Dolphins fan base that is the same way. Hey, let's take it a game at a time. But it's these people that go out there and make it sound like that Tua's the greatest of all time. He's going to be the next Dan Marino. like Dolphins fans like that are really making this, like, and the trolls too, the trolls that go on and legitimately go and make it to where the Bills are an awful team, even though Sean McDermott is one of the best new coaches in the league. And that's another thing I got to give too is the coach for the Dolphins, Brian Flores. He's going to be, I think he's going to be just like McDermott, and there's going to be battles for years to come between those two coaches because they're two defensive-minded coaches that once their offenses get it together, they're going to be contending teams. So the last thing that I wanted to say as I was getting to my point that you guys are too turnover reliant was, except for a Dawson Knox fumble where he legitimately got knocked out and concussed, there were no turnovers. And without those, there would be no Dolphins win. So here's the thing. If you really want to say that the Dolphins are going to run away with it, if the division comes down to the last game of the season, thinking that the Dolphins are going to come and blow the Bills out is one of the most ridiculous things that you can say because of the past and the Dolphins' inability to be able to stop the Buffalo Bills offense when Josh Allen steps out on the field. The only way you win that game is if we've already got the division locked up and we throw Matt Barkley out there and you play our secondary guys and our third string dudes who the Jets got a win on the last game of last season too. A lot of people don't remember that. We could have been 11-5 last season, but we had everything locked up already, so we didn't need to play our dudes. So, if you are a Dolphins fan watching this, I'm sorry that you just had to get hit by the facts. If you're a Bills fan watching this, you probably enjoyed hearing all those facts. And if you did enjoy hearing them, then you'll probably enjoy watching all my other videos that come out on this channel. So make sure to go down, hit subscribe, join the football family, and then hit that bell notification so that you know whenever my next videos come out. So yeah, this has been Jake the Bills fan. Go Bills.